Alrighty, welcome back sports fans. We are loading into replay from a week ago or so, submitted here by Iceblade. So, hopefully the game loads up quickly. Been a bit of a slow week as we had a couple teams that were struggling to make it, matches get scheduled, but that's alright. That's why we leave some wiggle room into scheduling. So we're taking a look at the Orks here. And what skills we have here. Blitzers, we've got 1, 2 guard. And then 2 with Mighty Blow, 1 with a strength up, 1 with a movement up. Very nice to have this early on. So, and 2 guard, 2 Mighty Blow in general is a pretty solid start to go there. Big thing is these black Orks. You got one that's got block and guard, but the others don't have either. So, lagging behind on getting those MVP or star player points. So you got one that's close to leveling, one that's not very far, and one that's got nothing going for him. So at least one of the linemen is ready to, or has block already. That'll be nice. You've got block on the thrower. Will be nice to see kickoff return get put on him soon. So hopefully, maybe even this match if he scores 2 touchdowns with it. So the Blitzers are the big piece for the Orc team, but you do need to get the rest of the team at least with a skill. So you've got enough guard already on the Blitzers that you would be fine if you went ahead and just went block first on the remaining black Orcs instead of going block. A mix of block and guard. So you've got 3 guard already. You should be in a solid enough state that I would probably just go ahead and throw a block first on them. That's the skill they really need, and we're reaching the second half of the season. So the other 2 linemen don't really have anything. Like I said, I think he said he picked up a goblin or was looking to do that. Goblins, I think, have a lot to offer on the team. You just take 1. Really cheap foul fodder without having to invest in any skills. However, if you are looking to invest skills, the lineman does get that dirty player pretty readily as a normal skill. But besides that, the Goblin's nice to have things like catch. Even if you just do handoff plays to him. You know, he moves 6, so he keeps pace with your Blitzers fairly nicely. And the stunty dodge is real nice for maneuvering around, giving yourself an assist wherever you need it. So, a big fan of fielding a Goblin, and I would like to see that here on this team. That'll put you at up to 13 players, so you'll have a nice, healthy bench. You don't really need any rerolls because you've already got your 3. So, the opposing team, Warnate went ahead and picked up a bribe, which makes a little bit of sense. He doesn't have a dirty player to really make use of it, but the only way he's going to hurt the Armor 9 Orcs right now is through fouling. So, since he only got enough to take the bribe, not sure there's a whole lot else he can do with 100k. You know, maybe take Helmet, but again, you're only getting him for a drive, and he's super easy to remove, so you gotta be good with your positioning if you take him. But got this lineman that's a fucking superstar there. So, but no throwers, it looks like. kickoff return, already showing itself to be a good skill. I like this setup overall from the Orks. You probably could, just because you are a heftier team, push these Black Orks up one space. Try to punish any follow-ups that the Norse might do, especially with all their frenzy. But you know, this is not a bad setup in general. I'm not gonna be horribly upset about it. Didn't field the thrower. Again, not a huge deal, just because if you go with a sub like this, where do you really throw them? The blitzers should be enough for you to go ahead and recover the ball, should that ever become a possibility. So I'm fine with benching the thrower. Overall, not a bad way to start out the game. So what do we get on the kickoff table? Quick snap. Alright, so this shows a reason why stepping forward can be a bad thing. Quick snap would allow him to press forward and punch anything that you put here in this second row. Because he didn't do that, you know, the quick snap doesn't punish you, and he's got this super aggressive sub that he doesn't really have room to do anything with. I'm surprised he's still not just pushing forward one space. There's no reason to really not to. So it looks like he might be trying to go for an early serve. And see, that's the thing, he stacked up all of his frenzy on one side, and you don't really need to do that. If you're going to set up the whole line like this, the whole Congo line, you can do that on both sides fairly easily. So instead, he has no frenzy left here in the center to start getting the chain moving, and now he's kind of stuck because he rolled a 1 and 9.
Security control.
So I'm surprised he fielded the kicker. There's no reason to field the kicker over the other lineman. So, and plenty of reason to not field him. That way you have him. But solid removal, not a great thing for the Orks, but they can definitely work with it. But that removal definitely allows them to go ahead and throw the foul there. Got caught on it. But there goes the bribe. No more of that nonsense. So, but the Norse do have a 2-player advantage, which is exactly where they want to be. So, go away. So, what are the options here? So the immediate thing I'm seeing is that you've got this wonderful strength 4 piece with Mighty Blow, which you want to be blitzing with a Mighty Blow piece. That much is for certain. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can hit him into here. That way you've got the follow-up block just in case. In order to make that happen, you need to put an assist. You've got a guard piece right here, so if you want to tag him right here, you've got your guard assist, and you'd be all set to go ahead and do that. The overall thing is that he does have this Ulf here. It is unskilled, but it is still a strength 4 frenzy piece. You need to be cautious about how far from the sideline you are. So, because he does have these berserkers right here as well. Because you've got the muscle on your side, he doesn't have any dauntless, he doesn't have any runners. So you just have to watch out for the ulfs and now the player advantage. Your black orcs are really going to be key, I think, in this matchup. And this one's the one with guard. If you can get this one over here, even if you like do a swap with these two, so run him over and then run him over here, that guard's going to really mess with his frenzy, especially on a strength 4 piece. So you know that the ball carrier's not going to get involved, which is one of the strength 4 pieces. That's going to help things a little bit, but there is a priority target to really try to work on blitzing. This Ulf is a tempting target just because he's strength 4 and block. But I think right now you just need to worry about hitting something, even if it's just a lineman. Try to claw back your body count deficit. So if this guy just comes in for a corner blitz right there, and then tries to run back behind his buddy, I think you'd be fine to go ahead and do that. So let's see what he does. So if you're going to just run these guys forward, I'm not sure I totally am game for that. The elf still has a 1-die block here, even with the guard there. If you swapped these two, then the elf would have 2 dice on this. Oh no, it would still be 1 die over here. So I don't know. I think I would have been fine with not engaging on this side. So the ball's over here, where most of his team is at. I don't think that engaging here was completely necessary. And like I said, I think that this block guard piece could be much more useful on this side where the strength 3 frenzy guys are. Okay, got a stun. Interesting. So he runs the ball to the other side now. Yep, now he's got the assist he needs. That's an odd blitz. It's a very odd blitz. So, especially since he left your blitzer open here, your high mobility blitzer, instead of keeping it tagged with the strength 4 Ulf there. So yeah, he kind of disengaged quite a bit, which is very un-Norse-like. So you've got some basic hits that you can throw. I go ahead and throw the blitz on him. You know, take out his forward target or forward piece. Looks like I've got something. So,
I'm heading over on a golf cart. The equipment truck, Milwaukee's equipment truck just left the hotel, so could you be watching out for that for me too, please?
So, I think this blackwork is going to be fine to come over here and try cover the side, make sure he isn't able to flip back across. Not really sure what to do with him. I think if this block goes well, that this guy could go ahead and follow up, try to fill in the gap, try to tie up more pieces here. So, but this is actually not a bad position for you. You've got some fairly easy blocks. Like I said, if you move him around, this lineman's got a 2-die block. Show the damn skills. This lineman's got an easy 2-die block. That'll free up your guard piece here. He has guard. He's got guard. He can come in here, make that an easy 2-die block if needed. You know, he can easily get, like I said, if he gets freed up, he can come back here to help cut all this off, act as an assist for Tequila to go and throw the blitz. So, should be a fairly straightforward turn. Oh, this guy stood up. Gotcha. I don't think that this is necessary, moving Scotch back here. So got a solid removal there. Again, I'm not sure that this was the priority blitz target. So he's got block, he's got the higher armor value. Yeah, he has a strength 4 frenzy. So, but I don't know. There's more incentive to hurting him, especially since that'll pay dividends in the second half. So I think this blackwork is just horribly out of position. I think he would have been much better served even if he was just right here. So, because as it is, you can move an assist piece over here. This guy could have thrown a block and started creating a hole over here. That would have been messy. So, and Ulf can blitz here, and you've got a huge pocket that you could have created this turn. That this blackwork would have been better served to stay there and shore that up. Interesting. The good news is that he doesn't have runners. Runners could definitely make this a rougher matchup, both with the Dauntless and the extra movement. Solid removal, and suddenly we're back 9 on 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I would have been fine with him charging forward. Blackworks are not really the free safety kind, just with their low agility and low movement. Maybe in a new rule set, when they've got that movement 5, they can do a little bit better job. But even in this matchup, going against movement 6, they're just going to get moved around, and he's effectively doing nothing for a second turn now. So, guard piece can go ahead and throw that hit, go and get your movement 7 moving across the board. This blackwork can come over here, or could have come in here, tie up a whole bunch of pieces. Move the lineman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 GFI then with the assist to hit with your strength 4 on this Ulf. Should be easy enough, especially when he doesn't have block. So, throw this at the very end just to see if it works. But you're stalling out the Norse and you're making up the player advantage, so all of these are good things. Oops.
Hey, Patrick, your truck just came down.
Alright. Not a lot ended up happening there. Like I said, this blackwork is not doing anything, and it's rough. Because again, had this blackwork been here, it would have forced him to throw blocks elsewhere in a different manner to try even block the strength 3. This blackwork was here, he would have tied up this guy even further. So you have been looking at a 1-die block from this guy onto one of these targets. Well, actually it would have been 1-die block on the blackwork, or the Ulf would have had to try to throw a 1-die block with Frenzy on him. So, like I said, it definitely would have made this a whole lot messier. And instead he just got a free 2-die block. Okay, got it. Okay. He just stood up. Okay. So now he's trying to come down the middle, which is probably the best case scenario for you. This blackwork obviously can come and tie up the berserker. It's easy enough. 4, 5, 6, 1 GFI. I don't know that you're going to get anyone else back there to throw the blitz. Yeah. So, Yeah, I'd be fine with him engaging here. I would kind of go ahead and leave a space and stay relatively disengaged back here. Recoup a little bit. Try to throw blocks and get rid of this guy. I'd even be fine if this blitzer didn't even stand up. As a result, just because you've got an Ulf here who can push him twice, you've got another guy here that can hit him once, and that's an easy blitz to surf. So him standing up's not going to accomplish a whole lot and just endangers himself. Okay, throwing a blitz on the Ulf, that's fine. Don't have problems with that. Solid removal. And yeah, kind of staving everything off. Not creating extra blocks for the Norse. Good stun. Alright, I'm not sure why he stepped up. You just gave an extra block here. Like, at the very least, I wouldn't have stepped him up until after this dodge was made. Because he is doing a lot of heavy lifting to help make sure that this guy is kind of stuck here without any friends. But yeah, I at least would have attempted a dodge before moving him forward. Because had that dodge failed, that's an easy block for the Norse, right, to throw. Full potato. Okay. Yeah, let's start by moving to movement 7 across the field. I like that a lot. You've got an easy block there, you've got a relatively easy block there, though you don't have the block skill. Got a Blork that can step up right there. Make sure this Berserker is all nice and tied up. The big question is, do you make the dodge and go for the one die blitz? My answer is no, just because of where everything's at. Especially if you throw this block first, I think that'll give you a lot of insight as well. So say he throws this block, even if he gets a push, you shove him there and you follow up. You move this black work around 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Or even if he just steps up 1 there. I think that would be fine as well. This guy is completely out of play. You'd have to GFI even just to mark someone, or he's going to come over here and try to help this guy. You know, this blitzer's in a bit of a pickle, but that's fine. That's not the... If he's distracting an ult for a couple more turns, that's to your advantage right now. If this lineman stands up, he doesn't even have to stand up. You could just throw the blitz with Fireball here and come over here and tag him. I think that'll be enough for right now, because he's not... I don't think he's in scoring range, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, he is in scoring range. That's important. So So if he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go, go. That'll put it on a spot, and it's strength 4 versus strength 4. The big thing is that because he's strength 4, you're looking at 1 die after a 3+ dodge. Which is not a great solution right now. And honestly, I would... How far does he move? He moves 5. 2. Go, go. It's not enough to tag him there. So maybe you do... I don't say you have to, but it's probably the best way of stopping him is going to be to go and make the dodge. And try to throw a blitz. Because even if you push him, then he's out of scoring range. And it allows this guy the time he needs to come up for help. So the big thing is that you know that anything that happens over here, he's unlikely to get help unless he risks a dodge here. In which case, he might as well risk the dodge here. So... Yep, move the block there. I like that a lot. Throws the block. Solid enough. Okay, goes for the 1 die blitz. Not where you want to use that reroll, but you got the push. No, 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 no. This is where counting the squares is very important. So, again, if you push him back 1, he can't score. Now he, at least, if he felt like he needed to, could go for the 4+, 3+ dodges into 2 GFIs. Yes, it doesn't pin him against the sideline, but that's not the biggest priority right now, just because you've got him tied up such that he's not going to get help. He's looking at a 1 die blitz out of here. So, or a 3, it would have been a 3+ dodge. So, yep, solid. Got another removal. Interesting. I would have expected you to push him there and follow that up. Because now as it stands, if he's going to make the dodge getaway over here, it means he has a blitz to throw elsewhere. Now he can move him there, coming for the frenzy blitz, and get a surf done before he tries it. If you had pushed him there and followed up, he doesn't get the surf attempt. Blitzing his way out. Burn the reroll. But he's got to be short now. I don't know why you would even bother GFIing. There's no point in rolling the GFI. Solid pass. I like all this a lot. Even doing it before the blocks, just because it's more important. This is all tied up. You're in a good position. Getting to the ball was the higher priority. So, well done. I might have made that last one a blitz. Just one, because you had the blitz left, and two, you shove them there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, one GFI there. That allows this guy to throw a block there. The Ulf is the biggest threat right now. You know, yes, he's AG2, but Bornate still has a reroll. That's an easy enough 50-50 dodge with a reroll to come and sack the ball carrier. So, getting this assist down here just so you could throw that block would have been nice. Interesting. Because this was a different situation where even if he had managed to hit you successfully there, he ties you up. But you're in such a situation that you can throw some easy 2-eye blocks to free up help to run downfield and clear the Ulf off your ball carrier. So the Ulf marking you would not have been sufficient there, as opposed to when everything was reversed. All the Norse were perfectly tied up without doing some massive dodging in order to come and help their ball carrier. So if the Ulf was going to blitz, he needed to do the blitz on the ball carrier. So this is one where I would have waited on vodka until you throw this block, because what happens if whiskey here rolls a 1 and 9? You don't free up this blitzer here, or if he rolls a push, this blitzer's not freed up. In which case, you need vodka to go ahead and do the GFI to tie up this guy. So, because I assume that's where triple sec is going. I assume that's where triple sec is going. Bueller. Was it just because of the GFI? I mean, you've got 2 rerolls. That would have been fine. That was an important move. If something else had fallen apart. Solid enough. Do you have any of your Mighty Blow pieces? No. One's got the ball and one was just removed. Okay. If you had a Mighty Blow, I probably would have gone ahead and tried a block with them. Try to get another removal before scoring, but with what you've got left, you're fine. So, second half, you got your KOs back, which is massive. Come on. You just have one line work out. That's not bad. Both of his KOs stayed out, which is even bigger. Even if they came back, you would have had a player advantage, but the fact that they didn't is massive. This should be a cakewalk. So you've got the Mighty Blow, You've got the armor, you've got the players. The big thing that you don't have is you don't have as much block, but so yeah, you can slow march this to your heart's content. Solid. Just manhandling the Norse now. You've got such a player advantage, you should be engaging full on. Put the black work there, put a black work there, move the other black work on this piece. You know, they're strength 3 on strength 4, even if they've got block. This guy is a 1-die block, but just straight up engage, engage, engage. You've got a 5-player advantage now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You got a 5-player advantage. You should absolutely be engaging everywhere. Do not allow him to any room to breathe. So instead, now he's going to be able to start blitzing, and anytime he's able to pick up the dice and throw a block against you, it's a chance that he can claw back this body count. Don't let that even be a possibility. Make him have to roll bad dice. So it was almost really bad had he actually made the dodge. You know, that could have been 1 die on your ball carrier. But this guy shouldn't have even gotten back here because he should have marked him with a black work. Why? You've got a line work here. Why? This black work's not doing anything. I know you've got a lot of players to work with, but I would have rather have seen 2 black works marking this guy. God damn it. Go away. Because you had Rum that hadn't moved, and Scotch you moved up for a pointless assist. If they just came up on either side of Jones here, he's not going anywhere. You've got 2 strength 4s against a single strength 4. Like I said, don't let him have any room to breathe. Yep, and he's done. He's just disengaging. It's up to you. You know, you can probably score to some a couple of turns. So he does have 4 KOs that can come back, but I would probably go ahead and score. You're guaranteed to still win the game, but at least it'll reset all the bodies that you need to punch it in order to level out the rest of your team. Who's blitzing? Okay, there you go. What? Odd thing, if you're going around the ball, just run it over here. He can't even reach it. I'm trying to level up a Ork. Surround this guy and beat him in the face. If you kill this guy, that's honestly probably a team reset for 4 and 8. This guy's the only thing that's keeping this team together. Yep. Again, you should be flanking him entirely, not this corner shit. Moving some player equipment around tonight, so still can't pick up the ball. Please tell me that you pick up the ball at least at some point. Like at this point, surround the ball with all 4 black Orks. At least if you fail to pick it up, you're going to have a good chance of attempting to catch it at least. Is that a double skull that I missed? Okay, 1 and 9. You have all these players here. Why are you not making... All these should be 3-die blocks. You're getting sloppy here. Got a level up there. Alright, there's a score. Not with a black work, you know, can't have it all. It is still a very profitable match, star player point wise. Those KOs are not working out for Boronate, though. I recognize and I applaud the effort in taking the bribe. But as with any Armor 7 team, you know, Bloodweiser babes go a long way. So, I mean, there's a lot of casualties here, too. And I'm not saying it would have helped bring the game back into balance at all, but it will at least made it feel like a fight the second half. So but overall, not bad. Like I said, you got sloppy towards the end. You know, there's no reason why the Norse should have been able to do anything at all when you've got that much of a player count lead. Like I said, don't allow him to move around. Every dodge he makes should be a 4+ minimum. Every block he throws should be a 2-die uphill. When you're that overpowering against a team. So, and like I said, any blocks you throw should be like 3-die blocks. That double skulls at the end shouldn't have been a turnover. So, he had the players right there to do it as a 3-die block, and they were standing around with nothing else to do. I mean, at that point, yeah, just because you're looking at a chain handoff play like you did. So, at that point, you didn't need the touchdown to win. If you needed the touchdown to win, I would not have blitzed. But because he didn't need it to win, it's a chain of 3+ rolls with no re-rolls built in to make into a touchdown. The blitz was fine. So, and you got the level up as a result. So, like I said, no harm, no foul on that. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, I can definitely appreciate trying to level up the black work. Um, like I said, it's good. It would have been good for him. The problem is that it kind of took away from the rest of the team. You with basically scoring earlier would have given you a free setup again, where the Norse are going to have to be standing. And thankfully, Borne was a good sport about it. He didn't just lay everyone on the ground and just call it a day. So he at least kept playing the game. So, plenty of coaches, and for good reason. You know, once you're beaten that bad, just lay on the ground, and if your opponent really wants to beat you up, it's going to be a foul, and it's not going to be for any star player points. So, yeah, he absolutely could have conceded. Again, as to the problems that we had this past week, there's a couple things that we want to have happen. Like I said, ping an admin when a concession happens, and don't confirm the match. Yeah, and if you're looking for the enhanced concession rule, that where you don't get penalized for anything. Yeah, that doesn't include KOs, and I believe it has to be at the beginning of a kickoff. So, but if you ever have questions, that's the proper thing to do. Go ahead and pause the game and look it up. So, no one should ever begrudge you for doing that. So, and if you ever have questions, feel free to ping an admin. So, one of us are bound to be around to answer any questions about that. So, but the rules are free and public for that very reason. So, so you wanted me to take a look at the team now. So, you're Murphy, right? Yeah. So yeah, went ahead and picked up that goblin. I really like the goblin pickup. Black Orks are still lacking on their level ups. Rolled an agility up. Fuck me. So both Orc teams have an AG4 thrower. That's dumb. So, yeah, I remember you asking about picking up the tackle on the strength 4 piece. And you picked up tackle on the guard, which is an interesting pick. I'm not sure I'm too keen on that. I would have been fine with stand firm on the guard piece, but what all do you have next going on? Oh, you already played the Orks. Or no, that's the Skaven. Then you played Wood Elves and High Elves, and then the Orks. Okay. Alright, I don't begrudge the second tackle pick as much then, as a lot of agility coming your way in the following matchups. So, like I said, I'm a big fan of stand firm after guard. It makes for an incredibly annoying piece. You are only strength 3, but trying to think of any other skills that would be nice. Grab's not a bad skill. That's a strength skill. That way you don't necessarily have to follow up. You can keep people relatively close by. Any other general skills? I think shadowing is an interesting skill pick for a guard piece. You are only move 6 though. So, but can definitely create some annoying situations for your opponents if you shadow behind someone and keep your guard moving on your opponent's turn. Could be a lot of fun. So, you know, picking up mighty blow is never a bad thing to have. So, all right. I'll accept a second tackle with that lineup of matches you've got. So, yeah, and that's the thing. Is at this point they should all go block first. I know we were talking earlier at the beginning of the season, you know, 2 block then 2 guard on the Black Orks, but you've got 3 guard already, and we're in the second half of the season now. You need to get block. Block is a priority skill at this point. So, the linemen, I wouldn't mind seeing wrestle on them. So, allows them to deal with blodgers. So, I think block's fine. It's not a bad pick. I'm just a huge fan of wrestle. So, but alignment kind of do whatever they want at this point. Kick wouldn't be a bad skill to have either. The big problem is that if you, in order to use kick, means they can't be on the line of scrimmage. So, means you're putting something else up there.
I've always been a fan of them.
So, I don't know. Cross that bridge when we get there. What's your overall record? Fuck. 8 draws is a lot. That's a lot. So you're leading the pack right now, but goddamn, that's a lot of ties. That's like Kislev level of ties. So, yeah. Well, I wish I don't think you had. Well, like, when was your match today? For your against the Skaven. So, all right. Yeah, if you had uploaded that match, I probably would have cast that instead. So, but we'll see. Now that all divisions are rolled, well, exactly. You're ashamed of it. That's exactly the reason why you want someone to take a look at it. No, but should be a lot of matches going through this week. So all 3 divisions are pushed to round 4 now. So I think I proposed doing my match on Thursday this week. So we'll see how that works with Scooter's schedule. I still need to go and buy my replacement throw raw. So goddamn gerbils. But so But don't think I have anything going on tomorrow, stream wise. So maybe we'll end up doing something Wednesday. And like I said, hopefully have a match there on Thursday. At the very least, Thursday we'll have zombie night. So, but until then, Nuffle, bless your dice.